2, 1. Okay, we're going.
My brother said he blocked 3 people from that already.
Blocked 3 people.
He was probably one of them. Oh, that's funny.
He blocked himself.
No.
He blocked the end.
Yeah, he blocked. He probably already blocked him. Is what I'm saying.
That guy. Where's my water?
Prepared.
Yeah, it's very hard sitting there and thinking.
Well, you see all this jumbly crap in there now.
No, you can't see. You can see.
Oh, okay.
Like here up, and you can't see the tail.
Just man boobies and fat belly.
Your fat belly. I'm flexing.
He's sucking it in right now.
No, I'm not.
Anyways, how's it going, guys? Here again with another discussion on the new rules and things and comings and goings of 9th edition.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the biggest thing that we all know is the Overwatch, which is, I think, actually pretty awesome because nothing was worse to me being an orc player and charging into Tau gun lines after marching across the table, getting shot at by Tau the entire time, and then going, well, I'm dead in Overwatch.
Agreed.
That was lots of fun.
Chaos is going to like this.
Yeah, so I think this edition is going to be like, for sure, the Melee edition compared to 8th, which was definitely the shooting edition.
And 7th.
Yeah, 7th was pretty shooty too. There were still some times where Melee could do okay
had
still.
your ridiculous
My Biker Death Stars.
Biker Death Star. Yeah, I forgot what they're called. Death Stars. There's some Death Stars that could be untouched, but
I don't want that again. Necessarily.
no,
I don't
that's
want
bad
that.
for the game.
It feels like they went like, here's this, and they're like, hold on, we'll do that. Or we'll go this way.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, maybe.
Well, they haven't been selling any corn berserkers, so they have too much.
Or bloodletters, or anything corn.
Yeah,
probably.
Corn's in the trash can.
Yep. Which sucks because I actually like the Bloodthirster models and Scarbrand and all that stuff. Oh, turn my phone off.
Reset the whole thing.
That doesn't matter. It's a ping. Who cares? Okay, yeah, so Overwatch was the big thing I thought out of all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's a lot of cool things that are going on, but the 1C piece of this one person can Overwatch is nice. And then
yeah, making a
Tau.
stratagem thing is kind of interesting.
How is it going to work for Tau? We don't know yet.
Well, they'll get free stratagem points for that.
Maybe.
Or they'll just have, for the greater good, special.
Maybe 2 units?
No, it'll be a greater good for the special rule for the greater good.
So that everybody can Overwatch?
So Tau can
one
Overwatch
person
and no one else can without spending CP.
Then that won't really fix it.
$5, so that's what's happening.
No. I'd have to have a little more faith in them than that.
Well, who said Tau needed to be fixed?
Sure. Okay.
I
yeah. All right. Well, the other thing, we'll just leave that one alone, I guess. Terrain stuff. That was kind of cool too. The light heavy cover thing, or you can add.
I like the cover save with combat. That's cool.
It's weird.
It's not weird, and it's gonna be great.
He thinks it makes sense narratively. He's like, "We're fighting. I'm gonna grab a door and I'll hold a door in between us."
I mean,
and I'm like, "What?"
From a narrative standpoint, you could be in a ruin and somebody could trip on a rock and glance a piece of rubble, or I don't know, listen to a Horus Heresy book. People whack things that aren't Space Marines all the time.
That boulder. and
then the other Space Marine hits them with a a power sword all the time. It's like, oh, that was lucky. I'm just gonna stab this guy. Happens all the time. How do you think they kill most of the word bearers?
With doors?
With doors.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to sell to me, but I guess we'll see how it works.
Well, it's also like in a tournament setting, your TOs are going to set the terrain, so they can decide whether you're going to even get heavy cover on a table.
But I like what GW is doing actually with the overall encompassing stuff. They're trying to make their platform tournament friendly to where TOs don't have to make decisions like that. It feels like they're doing that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
If it's ITC,
comment below.
If it's ITC, then it's the TO's discretion, right?
Yeah, no,
that's
any tournaments like circuit anywhere.
But if GW is giving you a flat platform to decide what you're going to do with, then ITC is going to be like, here's our front line is going to throw up their basic how we're going to run it according to them, apparently out of the rule book, and then TOs are going to decide: are we going to have all ruins? Are we going to have all what do they call it? Hill terrain?
Yeah.
Are we going to have light cover saves? We're going to have heavy cover saves.
Obscuring.
Any board going to have any of these things? And you just walk up to your table when you're ready to go with your opponent, and in pregame you're going to go, oh hey look, the board's got 2 pieces of ruin, 2 hills. The ruins have light cover,
And
no heavy cover,
and blah blah blah.
and then there's no argument between players that you're really going to have heavy cover.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're trying to do that, and if TOs have to make rulings, then they're overriding that. That's what I'm saying. It'd be nice if they.
Well, you don't have to make a ruling because you can put it right on the table right at the beginning. You go, look, this table has 6 pieces of ruin. All 6 pieces count as
Obscuring,
light cover,
light heavy.
obscuring. They don't have heavy cover. There's no argument. You can't. I mean, if you set it up pre-game as a TO.
I just don't like the cover saves in melee. It just doesn't make sense.
I like it. It's just you're not going to see it very often unless you're playing a narrative game and you decide for yourself. I don't think it'll be a competitive scene thing. You might see it in some narrative tournaments where
Oh, is that what you think?
No, well, I don't think you'll see it in any standard competitive tournament.
Okay.
I don't think it'll be an ITC thing, but I do think it might play into, like a Harvester in Spokane. You might see it on 2 or 3 tables out there because each table has its own set of rules based on fun.
Oh,
Dark.
I didn't know if you knew about this one, but it was just one stratagem a friend of ours told us about too. I don't know, I didn't see this on the page, but you can actually fall back through your opponent's models now. There's a stratagem where you can fall back through enemy models. Like you take mortal wounds on 6s or something, but
what if you stay?
If you're surrounded,
if you don't become in base to base.
Say your opponent unit has you surrounded, right? You have your models in the middle. So instead of being, oh, I can't move, they're trapped, they can't do anything. Now you can pay a CP and fall back through their models and take mortal wounds on the way out. That's how he explained it to me.
Does it allow you to?
You can't be encircled. Is basically what I was saying.
Well, what if you're base to base? Like
Doesn't matter.
What if you have 2 models side by side and there's no space between them? Can you move your model between their bases where there's no space?
and do it. You move through enemy models is how it explained to me.
Now you just ruined close combat.
No.
And we're back to Tau being super shooty.
That's one unit.
I hate Warhammer.
There we go. Now that's getting back to his normal attitude. Let's just kill all his hopes.
That reminds me of when I lost Karn in my first 8th edition battle.
Oh, your opponent fell back and then just mowed him down?
Yeah, I was in combat with Azrael, and I was like, oh, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And then he had 1 wound left, and he didn't die, and he fell back. And then he blew Karn off the board, and I was like, what? This is crap.
This game's stupid.
You could just walk away from the most angry guy in the universe? I don't know.
Yeah, that also doesn't make sense narratively to me.
No,
people just
not at
going,
all.
I'm gonna walk away. And
yeah, that was one of the worst parts of. The only penalty is you can't shoot in the next round unless you're Ultramarines.
Yeah, well, I actually like
some kind of clown person.
I like the way that witches. I think witches are the only ones that do it, where you have to roll an initiative check or whatever it was. It was like you rolled.
They don't have initiative anymore.
But you know what I mean. That's basically what they did. Is they rolled a dice.
Leadership check.
You roll off. Is what it is now. Is they roll off, and then whoever rolls higher if they roll higher, they're allowed to fall back.
I don't know.
That's how the witches work right now. You roll a dice, and you're. Well, I'm telling you that the witches roll a dice. You roll a dice, and then if you roll higher than the witches, then you can fall back.
That sounds very Eldar.
But I mean, they could have incorporated it that way, encompassing. So instead of having a stratagem that lets one unit do it or something, because that makes sense to me too. Is like they're trying to scamper away, but they're getting cut up at the same time, or I don't know, they're not allowed to, type of deal. So instead of you fell back and you shot me, this is fun, this is dumb.
Well, it's not automatic. It sounds very 5th edition, like the way they did in 5th, where you could fall back, but what was it? Or even 7th, they had.
I don't remember that.
You could fall back in 7th, and they could cut you down. I can't remember what the rule was called, but you had it was a roll off of leadership, I believe.
I thought. I remember how they kind of used to do it in War Machine and stuff and Hordes, is they used to get free strikes, is what they called it. So you're running away, so we're going to swing at you, which I think that makes sense too. But,
I think you should be able to mow the thing down. Roll leadership tests. The person who's
because they used to fall back.
It's a 1 bonus to their leadership, and
And if they make their leadership check, then they can fall back. If not, they're just dead.
If they beat the opponent's leadership, then they fall back. If they don't beat their opponent's leadership, then they lose their squad. Penalty for being a coward.
I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can go with it.
Grimdark.
I feel like my idea is a lot less punishing than your idea.
Well, you should be punished for falling back.
You should be, but probably not 100% the way you're saying. Maybe like D6 models? Compromise. D6 models die?
Kill, man, burn.
Alright, whatever. You guys put your input on that one.
Kill, man, burn.
Do you like his ideas more or mine?
Killed him. Shut up, Perry.
Yeah. New secondary. Oh no, I guess we're skipping over the one thing. We're talking about all the stuff they showed, and then the Inquisitor was a cool model too. I don't know if you saw that. Dragon-y dude.
I thought it was dumb. Why does he have a dragon?
So the new Inquisitor model, if you haven't seen it, has like black armor, which looked very Dark Eldar-y. He looks like he's very anti-Eldar / Dark Eldar, whatever. But
why does
is it Ordo Malleus?
Why
it's
does he have a
no, it's
dragon?
Xenos. Malleus? He's more of a war monkey.
Malleus is demons, I think.
Which one hates Xenos?
Ordo.
Is it just Ordo Xenos?
Xenos? I don't
know. Anyways, it looks like he's very anti...
Inquisition is stupid.
I like it. I think it's cool. But
I like Vindicares. They're fun. I like the model.
Yeah, anyways, I like that model. He didn't like it. Little green dragon thing. I thought it was cool.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
And some of the stratagems in the new Psychic Awakening look pretty cool too.
Like, I don't understand it. There's so many things wrong with that. Like, if it was an Eldar player, like, that, cool. Alright, so he's got a dragon, he's Eldar, whatever. If it's Chaos, oh, even better. They have giant mechanical dragons that GW wants to neglect. But a random Inquisitor with a dragon on his shoulder? No.
It looked more like it was...
The Imperium wouldn't go for that. They'd be like, this is some witchery, and we're not doing it.
They have pets.
Yeah, a pet is what the...
That's what that dragon is.
A pet is what the Yanari lady walks around with. That little cat that she's got on her base. That's a pet. A tiny dragon is like, hi, I'm...
Did you see his face?
I'm a
his face looked like a parrot. It literally was like, Polygon cracker.
So he's a Genestealer cult.
Yeah, sure.
They got weird faces. They're mutants.
Anyways, I guess that's it.
I don't like that model.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I want an explanation for the dragon. GW.
I'm sure there's lore in it. What if they come up with cool lore? Then you like it?
I still won't like it.
What if it's like the trapped soul of a Space Marine captain somehow?
Well, then he's a demon, and it still doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Who knows in 40k anymore?
I mean, he's not a Sister of Battle. Don't they have demon hosts? They have demon hosts.
Yeah, they still do.
Yeah. They don't like demons. The Inquisition, all around. It doesn't matter which side of it you're on.
It's not a demon. It's just some little...
Yeah, but
it's a lizard.
Where did he get the dragon?
It's a lizard.
And why don't more... I mean, if they have dragons, why don't we have more dragons in combat? Why aren't there Space Marines riding dragons?
Ooh.
Let's get some AOS crossover here.
Ooh.
Space Marines on
You probably just put out a good idea for...
Primaris Marines on dragons.
I bet somebody's already doing that for like salamanders or something.
Well, they just take that weird...
I mean, somebody's modeling army.
That dwarf dragon. I can't remember what it's called. The Magnaroth?
Oh, the fire drakes and stuff. And
yeah, they have that their commander on that giant orange dragon.
Yeah.
Just put Vulcan Hestand sitting on him.
What would you count that as? This is my Land Raider?
Land Raider?
I don't know.
Just pooping out salamanders? No, they come out the back. They go in the front, come out the back.
Dude, you could do like a Yoshi themed army and just have like salamanders and eggs. Somebody do it.
Josh LaRue.
Yeah. That'd be great. Alright, we got off topic there for a second. Let's reel it back in. The other cool thing was the new secondaries. I thought that sounded pretty neat. I think we all kind of seen this coming. They've talked about this to where they have like categories, but they listed some of the categories. You want to rattle them off? Oh, there's a bunch. It was like, what was it? Purge the enemy.
No mercy, no respite. Battle supremacy, warpcraft, and shadow operations.
There might be more. We don't know. That's just the ones that they listed.
Those are going to be in the rulebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So everybody.
But you can only choose one out of each of those types. Which it sounds like there's at least 6 types, right?
You see some of that stuff in the
It looked a little confusing because we don't have the whole picture.
Engine War Psychic Awakening book had stuff like that for the
Well, yeah, that's what
for
I mean.
the Mechanicum's Lord of War choice. You had 3 new Lord of War, but there was like sections. I wonder if everybody's going to go to that.
Probably.
I haven't looked at any other Psychic Awakening.
But the points are like, you get 3 points if you kill like an enemy character and stuff like that. And I was like, holy crap! Like, the points are going to be like
Crusade.
Yeah. Well,
or is it
no? That's for match
competitive?
play. This is match play we're talking about.
Oh yeah, because you can get like
Secondaries.
180 points in match play.
Yeah. It's gonna. I mean, some of them give you like 1, some give you 2, some give you 3. It looks like you just like crank it up, which I totally get that because as a gamer, when you're playing any game, not just tabletop, the more points you get, the more good it feels.
I mean, that's just America.
Yeah, that's everywhere. That's not just America.
Basketball, we're like, we need 110 points or it's a crap game.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Soccer.
Except baseball.
Soccer. I immediately thought
But
soccer.
soccer's not an American game, is it? Nobody in America likes soccer.
Well, we got the best women's team.
Accomplishments.
Alright, well, there's that section done. Not much more to say on it. We don't have enough information really to make a judgment call. It sounds cool. I like having
That's
categories. And it'll probably pick 2 for each game you play, I bet, at a tournament. Because it says you can only pick 1 from each section. And probably. Oh, no, because secondaries, you pick 3 secondaries right now. So it'd be 3 secondaries.
well, they already said that when you pick your secondaries, I think it was Frontline Gaming said, and maybe I'm wrong, but I believe they said that you pick one category of secondary, you are obligated to take another category of secondary, and then you have a third choice that is
So 3.
Yeah, whatever. So you could pick a hold ground style secondary. You pick a kill style secondary, and then your third secondary is whatever.
Warcraft.
Yeah, whatever you feel like. Whatever those secondaries may be.
Well, and it sounds like each book is going to have their own categories, or their secondaries. It's probably going to be secondaries within each category. So what's the Mechanicum one you were talking about?
Well, that was War Lore traits.
That was Lord of War traits. It wasn't secondaries?
No, I haven't heard anything that they're going to put secondaries specific
Oh,
to
okay.
factions.
Well, we were talking about secondaries, and you jumped to Lord of War stuff.
Just because, well, no, never mind.
Okay.
That's just because
Confuse
there's
everybody.
multiple choices within that Lord of War section. So you have a Lord of War type, and then there was like different Lord of War. I'm explaining this terribly, but different Lord of War rulings which you could use throughout the game. You can switch your. So it's like 3 Lords of War rules in one.
Okay.
We're gonna cut this. I'm gonna show him. He's gonna go, "Oh, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense." It doesn't make sense.
No, it didn't make sense that you were talking about that because we were talking about secondaries.
I hate you.
Alright. Moving on, I guess. So the new points stuff, too.
Points are hard.
They'd already said they're going to increase points on everything, and they kind of give us very little snippets
I'm
as
scared.
to example stuff. Intercessors, they said, we're going, right now they're 17 points. They're going up to 20. So 3 points there. Cultists are going from 4 to 6. Those are the only 2 that I think they listed, or that we know of for sure. So,
I mean, I've heard 20% across the board. 4 to 6. I mean, that's.
they can't increase points on everything across the board, though, just arbitrarily, because there's definitely units in the game that aren't overcosted or aren't even appropriately costed. I keep thinking of the Stompa.
Stop.
That's just personal, though. So I always try to not, like, because that play works. He's obviously the one I always think of, but there's stuff in other armies. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Corvus Black Stars,
those are expensive.
for what they are.
I'm curious what they'll do with Forge World, because some of the Forge World stuff went up, and there was like no reason for it. You weren't seeing the models, but then
Yeah.
the Typhon Siege tank went up pretty significantly, which I was disappointed about. But models like Custodes, I don't think you can points increase Custodes. The units are already small as it is in a 2,000 point army. Is what, 15 to 20 models, depending on what you're doing, and how you're running it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played Custodes armies where there's only 8 models on the table. 3 of those were giant flyers, but you know.
See, I don't like those games personally, but yeah.
Well, that's a competitive scene.
Yeah.
But you can't increase, like, if this is going to be the addition of elite armies, which is slowly looking like it might be, you can't just go and round up all the elite armies points to some
yeah.
asinine
then it'll be
level. I mean, Grey Knights are expensive.
Yeah.
I think a regular Grey Knight is more than an Intercessor.
I feel like they're
as
pretty,
it stands right now.
They're pretty close to being appropriately costed, though. I would say.
If everybody else got our points increased,
That's what I'm
sure.
saying. If they stay the same and everybody else kind of increases, and
yeah, but 20% across the board is across the board.
maybe. I'm sure there's going to be.
Make that stop sign guy go up.
Oh, that guy? Yeah.
The stop sign guy's got to go up.
That was kind of obscene. But. Horde armies aren't going to be a thing, though, too. That'd be weird. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
I mean, if your points are cheap enough for the Horde army and everybody else went up, even if they have blast weapons and craziness, if you can put enough models on the table to weather the storm and get into somebody's small model count army because they're spending 2,000 points on 10 models. I mean, 2,000 points on 10, you don't get 20 blast weapons in a Custodes army with 2,000 points.
I think models are going to die so fast, though, that you won't see Horde armies at all.
Well, they're not reworking weapons profiles. The codex is staying.
No, but you're getting automatically, your firepower is increasing just by taking a blast weapon. You're doubling your firepower. Just by taking a blast
You still have to get through the gates of wounding.
weapon. Or grenades.
And saving. And if they have feel no pain. I mean, it's not like it's instant death for everybody. It's not mortal wounds. It's not. It's not mortal wounds.
Orcs don't get saves.
I mean, roll 6 ones. It'll happen.
I'm biased in all my opinions, I guess, because the orcs don't get saves.
Well, you have 5 of info save.
You literally have to. That's one of the. All right, if we're gonna get into this, the reason that I don't like orcs currently is because you have to stay in little circles to stay alive. Otherwise, if you come out of that circle,
You're dead.
Your models get just hosed off the table. And you're saying you'll have a 5 of info save. Yeah, if I stay in this little circle and not competitive at all, that's like, it feels like you're a gunline army if you're doing that. I'm staying in this little block. I have to move as a block. Everybody stays together.
That's just because you're not playing with the new meta of just mobile orcs.
Throw stuff away.
Mobile orcs.
I don't like to put models on the table just to pick them up.
Mobile orcs. You need orc bikers.
Yes, I actually hope they do make them better.
You're thinking orc horde army.
Yeah.
You can get bikers with a 5 of info save.
Yeah.
Can you still do that?
No. You could take the plane. You could take the plane and then have it fly along with the bikers, and then when it blows up, it goes, oh, I'm taking all these bikers with me. Or have a Stampa, which can't keep up with them. Or not Stampa, I'm talking about Gorkanaut.
I hope it goes up in points. Make the Stampa 50.
Bikers? Oh.
1,500 points.
Yeah.
So
Might as well. You know what? They can go ahead and increase the points on it because it won't change a thing. Nobody will take it still.
It's 2,000 points. Isn't Eldar Revenant Titan 2,000 points?
I think it is. The Stampa's like 1,100. Something like that. After you get all the upgrades and everything, it's like 1,100 points. It's something stupid. I don't get it. I think they decreased the Lord of Skulls by like 500 points, right?
Well, it wasn't 500, but it was a lot, and it was great.
There's at least 3.
You didn't see any of them.
There's at least 3, right?
No, it was like 175, 200. He was... Well, it depends on how you outfitted him, but if you outfit him in the most economic...
I'm saying like the cheapest version.
Yeah, if you outfit him in the most economic way, it was like a 200 point drop. But he had one gun that was 200 points.
Stampa went down 50 points.
He had a gun that was equivalent to a Knight Gatling cannon that was 200 points. It was 189 points or something like that. It was ridiculous. And it wasn't crazy awesome. It was 12 shots, strength 8, -2, 2 damage, I believe. That's not a 200 point weapon. He didn't get to shoot it twice. He didn't get to do anything crazy. He just drove around on his dumb tracks, Land Raider body and all. And like bang, bang, bang. And they're like, that's 200 points. They're like, well, it didn't kill a 50 point unit, so that's a worthwhile gun. I didn't get rid of all those guardsmen with those 12 shots.
At least he gets to play with his big model.
I like Cornelius Skulls.
Yeah.
Killmember.
Didn't you go to a tournament and you just played with like him and like a brass scorpion or something? I've seen people do that.
I took him. Yeah,
I took like 3 models, which sounds kind of fun.
But
Your games are over real fast.
He doesn't
One way or
shine.
the other.
He doesn't shine when you have a brass scorpion on the table because the brass scorpion is just so fast and it's got so many guns and can get in combat so
But he'll get
fast.
ignored because they'll go for that scorpion and he's going to be the bullet magnet. And then Cornlord of Skull goes, I made it here. Right?
I mean, if you
Bullet magnets.
I suppose it depends on what you're trying to accomplish and who you're playing, but yes, in theory.
I've seen that at tournaments.
I took Cornlord of Skulls, Magnus, Mortarion,
Yeah, that's
and
what
a
it
Renegade
was.
Knight,
That's what I was thinking.
and that was a great list. I had 2 really good games that were fun. Well, one was fun for me. One was fun for both of us. And the last game,
It was over very quickly.
it wasn't. No, it went to the very end of the wire. It was.
Oh, but it wasn't fun for you.
It was not fun. It was very frustrating.
Mhm.
The opponent was not great,
Oh,
but that's what you get when you get.
tournaments.
You win 2, and then your last game is going to be. I mean, it's going to be rough one way or the other. So.
Nah. Yep. All right, that's enough on points. We've made our point.
Yeah, points. Cornlord of Skulls goes down.
Yep.
300 points.
All right. One other thing we want to talk about was the new edition, new app that's coming out with it. It's supposed to drop the same day for list building. So no more Battlescribe. I don't know if it's going to compete with that, or I'm sure Battlescribe will still be around.
Pay to play.
I don't mind paying to play if they update it and they take care of bugs and stuff. Sure, $5-10 a month.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Yeah,
But
probably $5 a month. 10 feels a little pricey for a points app.
no.
I think so. If you had every gamer in the world paying $5 a month,
Stop giving them ideas.
that's a lot of money.
No, stop giving them ideas.
I'm 100% sure they've already thought of it.
Give us their $5 a month.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's even better.
Yeah. Don't
We'll
get-
set up a Patreon.
GW already
actually.
gets enough of your money.
We'll set up a Patreon.
No, we don't
should
need to
get
do
going.
that. It's a terrible idea.
Eventually, we're doing bat reps and stuff. I mean, it would be nice if we could actually do more. Obviously, we've had kind of a delay between our last video. That's also because the house, you guys don't know, but is in kind of disarray. We're having the floors replaced, so things are getting moved around. But hopefully that'll be solved here probably this week, and we'll get more content out more frequently, which will be good.
Trying.
Yep.
And the anticipation of 9th edition just makes me not want to play 8th edition. Nope, gotta build models, gotta paint models.
Whereas I want to play 8th edition games on our small table, just using 8th edition rules, and just try the small table, because I think that's the biggest change. I mean, obviously, the rule changes are going to be totally different and all that, but table size was a big deal, I think. I feel like still. We're talking about our last video. I don't want to get into that too much, but yeah. I don't know. Any other comments?
I had something to say, but I forgot what it was.
I think that's it. We need a good sign off, I think. We'll have to think of that one.
I had something good to say. I forgot what it was.
Was it in regards to table size?
No.
Was it in regards to getting games in for 8th and 9th? 8th versus 9th?
No.
Was it about the house?
No.
I don't know.
It was before the house.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
It's totally gonna get cut
He'll,
out.
he'll remember that as soon as we turn off the camera. He'll be like, oh, damn it, I wanted to say this.
Crap. What was it?
List building?
No.
New models you got?
No.
Mm,
Something about 9th edition.
I don't tell you, buddy.
I don't remember. Damn it. It was good. Quality. I'm glad that we can cut things out of
I know, yeah.
It's good.
No, I think we just put this all in.
No, we're not going to put this in.
30 seconds of silence and contemplation.